So you'll allow me to share my screen. I hope everybody can see this.
Yes, we
Are we
can.
good? Everybody can see this, yeah? So I call it my hustle. I'm in my daily choice, and this is my hustle. And when I say hustle, what does that mean? It means this is what I do on the side time. And what is most important is to try and understand what is a hustle? What is it that you do that keeps you going? Okay. So without wasting too much time, and I think also welcoming the new guys who have come in, Jane and everybody else, I would want to start. And I think everybody knows who my daily choice is. So I'll not go into too many details. And then I'll introduce myself. My name is Stephen Kavilu. For the purposes of, for those who don't know me, for those who know me, I'm not a very young man. I'm about 52. Been in the industry for the last 17 years. And I have been given the opportunity to be able to steer the market within East Africa to make sure that we are actually making numbers or making progress or putting money in your pockets for the affiliates who work with us. I have a bit of a broader role in what I do, because it means that I make sure that people get paid. I make sure that people get their products. You make sure that the market is aligned to the policies and terms and conditions of the company, and we are clean in terms of paperwork, statutory, taxes, the whole 9 yards. So it is my role to actually play that part as much as I can. And at the same time, I help the market grow. So it's part of what I do to make sure that everybody in my daily choice grows. Everybody has a team that is flexible, and does not matter if it is in Kenya or in America, it's global. So you must move, you must make those steps. So what is most important is to see and help and make sure that through my past experience of what I have done before, that we're able to get the numbers and the figures that we're looking at. It is a tall order, and I'll need to share that. It is a tall order, but at the same time, I enjoy doing what I do. I love every minute of what I do, and I'm unstoppable. If you'd ask me, I like that engagement. So that is Stephen Kavilu, and I hope and I pray that I will continue serving and giving the value that I should within the market, and hopefully at the same time grow the brand FFX and my daily choice as the overall company that we're actually working with. So it's important to understand and connect. So our sessions are usually done on Mondays. And Mondays, we have something we call Mondays with Dale. Dale has been our representative for the region for the longest. He has pushed us, he has helped us try and understand how the market is. He has facilitated us, and we cannot thank him enough, because if it is not for him, we would not actually have this market as much as we have. And I think it's always good to appreciate what he has done for us, and most probably what he will provide for our members who are coming later, because he has set the foundation. So I'll want to diverge a bit, and when I diverge a bit, I want to talk about our younger generation. Who are we looking at? How do we want to take this business to the next level? Everybody has what we call a hustle. And when we say a hustle, it's important to understand that this is a way or means of making some extra coins. In America, they call it a home-based business, where you work from home. In Africa, we call it side hustles, okay? And all sorts of names and colloquial language is used to actually emphasize or define that space that you actually take to do what you need to do. What is this money for? This money is what takes you places. It's what will take you for Valentine. It's what will take you for. It will take you to go and fix your car. If you are looking for a good time for that one extra dress or one extra suit that you're looking for, that's where the money comes from. And my drive, or our drive as a team, is to try and see if we can actually connect, and especially with the younger generation, because I do feel that this is a space that is for everybody, not just the senior, or the middle-aged, it is also for the young. And if they actually start young, and as you can see from my screen, I've shared a screen of a lady who is the age of 21, who is also looking for that 2 shillings, $2, a dollar here, a dollar there. It's important. It's important that they understand that there's opportunity in my MDC, in my daily choice. So it's something that we must encourage the people that we work with. And the way I see it, in many ways, not only the youth, even the people who are working, people have just started working. There must be something that you must be doing on the side. So it's a new way of doing business. We have one of the finest social media platforms, or what we call connected social media platforms, which I don't think in this industry, in my 17 years I have seen, what I have seen with my daily choice is phenomenal in terms of the platform offered. And I think it's important to understand that with this kind of investment, and I would want to call it an investment, because my daily choice gives you a platform to be able to do things that you would have not been able to do. Okay, share products with your friends. And these are the areas that I would want, or I would feel that maybe we need to explore much more. Just not only simple meetings like this, but then can we socially connect? How many friends do you have on social media? How many of them know about the FFX product? Have you shared? Do you share every day? Today I was sharing a story with a friend of mine, and actually, to be specific, with Sue and Daniel, and I told them, I showed them a friend of mine who started posting something online. And one day she posted and it had 10 million views. And that is where her business began from. For her, it was a hobby. It was something that she enjoyed doing. But at the same time, she was looking for business just within Kenya. But that one opportunity that she came across, or Facebook offered her, was that her content of what she shared went viral. And she had people asking as far as Jamaica on how they could actually work with her, on how they could actually collect her products. It was not planned. It was not something that she had thought out. So she had to go back to the drawing board and she had to start again. And this is where I'm simply saying, we have the tools of actually being able to do what we need to do. And it's important to understand on exactly what we need to do. There are many challenges, and especially in Africa, and I think we can share with most of the affiliates who live in Africa. Unemployment is on a high, okay? Businesses are collapsing. Economies are not really working for people. Inflation, like here in Kenya as we speak, inflation is hitting people. So you must have a side hustle. You must have something that you're doing. You must look for that niche. You must look for that skill. Okay, you must learn that skill. It's not difficult. And I think it's not difficult because if you learned how to use a mobile phone, which you are not born holding, then you can actually be able to work with that handset very comfortably and even do what you need to do. Some work with it full time. I mean, it's the office. So I'll give you the same value and say there's space to learn to do your hustle. So it's important to understand on exactly how this is done. I think, sorry, I have a bit of somebody disturbing me. Okay, so what does this mean? It means that you take time off. Okay, what value add do we get from MDC? We connect. Today's forum, we are all the way from South Africa, we're all the way from maybe Uganda, we're all the way from Kenya, all the way from the USA. And the numbers keep on growing every day. So it means we are one global village, and it just doesn't stop there, okay? And it means that you're actually creating a synergy around yourselves. And at some point, and this is why I simply say, at some point, it'll actually be almost like a full-time job, because the minute that you get that opportunity, like the way this lady did, and I'm not saying that we are using chancing, but The minute that you have that momentum of being able to do a sale in Tanzania, you're able to do a sale in Uganda, you're able to do a sale in Kenya, you're able to do a sale in Mombasa, then you're in business, okay? If the value actually increases, then it actually engages you much more. And this is why I'm simply saying it's important to understand what do we need to do in My Daily Choice. You first have to understand your audience. Who are the people who actually have the money? Okay, you have to understand, and this doesn't apply in Kenya only, it all applies right across globally. Between 18 to 25 years, the income is not as much, but is barely enough to start what you need to do. Between the ages of 25 and 35 years, this is what we call a mixed. Some are married, some are not married, some have engagements, some have no engagements. And everybody is having now a specific niche in what they do. Are they a specialist? Are they specialists? Maybe he's a medical specialist. Is he a mechanic? He'll actually pick his line of doing what he needs to do. As we get older, 35 to 55 years, the income streams become bigger, but at the same time, our needs become small. Our needs become also bigger. So they actually surpass what you're actually making and what we're actually giving. So you must be smart. And I think it's very few people who actually are able to meet their end of day needs using or getting with the little resources that they'll have or the income that they actually get. So it is important to actually have, and that's why My Daily Choice tells you, look, we have a platform where you can actually come in, look at the products that are there. Doesn't matter what you want to pick. Pick a product. If you understand it very well, take it to the market very quickly, okay? But it is not restrictive. It is not restrictive just like employment. You are not restricted to one line. So you can actually dance between the products that we have, including FFX. And that's why I said, look, My Daily Choice has given us a platform that one, we cannot actually be able to we have to understand it, okay? We have to use it to be able to push it to the next level. I want to give the demographics of Kenya. Kenya is a very youthful country. We have ages between 18 to 35 make about 75% of our population. Unfortunately, the larger percentage of this population is unemployed. Opportunity, for me, I see opportunity. And they feel marginalized in terms of access to opportunities. Again, they feel restricted because when they go to school, they think, now that I'm a doctor, I cannot do anything else. I don't think it's the wrong conversation. It is time to actually sit down and say, okay, I may have my papers, but I think we can do something extra. For those 1 hour, 2 hours with my phone, I can actually be able to do this. I've given you some demographics of exactly the age structure of what we're looking at. I've also given you demographics of exactly what social footprint that some of these areas or youth have, okay? So as you move up the ladder, between the ages of 18 years, they will be on WhatsApp and Instagram. Their need is very different. As they come up to 25 to 35, you actually find their social links become wider because they need a business network to actually survive in this market. At the time they're hitting 35 to 55, they have Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, the whole 9 yards. You must get information for you to know where you're going tomorrow, okay? As we get older to the seniors, their different perspective or their understanding is a bit slightly different because they have been introduced into this market of social media. So their uptake is not as high, or if it is high, it is not as high as the people between the ages of 35 to 55. So again, you can actually see the core areas of the people who actually work. And these are the people who hold the market in Kenya, and I'm sure it is the same replicated across the globe, okay? So again, as I've shared with you, you can see the ladies, some of them, when they're younger, they want to learn about fashion, they want to learn about everything. And with the gentlemen, it's about cars, engagement, and what have you. As you grow older, you focus. And this is why we simply say, we must focus on exactly what we want to have. You must look and understand how can you be able to use the opportunities that we have. My Daily Choice gives you an opportunity of being able to share some of these products online. You have been given very beautiful photos. There's a section in My Daily Choice where they actually allow you to download the product catalog or the product description in PDF. And you must share. If you want to do some business, you must share, okay? So you must use these images without losing or rather infringing on copyright. You can use our photos, or you can use photos, or you can use your own videos. You can create your own videos that align to My Daily Choice, or create your own content using My Daily Choice. I'll give you an example, and I want to now narrow it down to FFX because that is what we have in this market. How do I take my FFX to the market? How do I do what I need to do? So you must use you must be seen. We must create trust for ourselves. So it's very, very important that you understand. Number two, who do I tag? I will not tag my uncle who doesn't know anything about FFX. But if he is in the industry of motor vehicle, then I will tag him. Very, very important. So again, location. If I say I want to buy FFX today, where will I get it? I will get it from Nairobi. Do you have a point of sale? Yes, I do. Can I meet you? Yes, I will. If you are outside Kenya, then how do we connect the dots? Can I send it via bus? Can I send it via postal? What are the restrictions? What are the obligations that you're meant to have in some of these countries? Because again, each country has got its own statutory law and bylaws of how to handle products. So again, we do not want to infringe in some of these markets. But at the same time, it's an opportunity. Within East Africa, South Africa, the big towns or the big, call them hubs, you are able to get value. If I say I live in Cape Town, I'm able to sell a product to somebody in Namibia because that network of crisscrossing is there. In Botswana is very easy, okay? But at the same time, somebody in Kenya can also do the same. Maybe it will take a bit longer to get his network right. But the minute he does that and he's able to support, and that's why we come in as corporate to actually help you connect the dots, then you start creating a business network. You can see everybody from My Daily Choice back office, and this is where now the value of our software or our platform comes into place. The more people like it, they'll always stick. If you like something, emojis, the likes, the loves, everything is there. And every time I think, and it's not I think, but I've done social media for quite some time, and I'll tell you, it's been an interest for me. People look at content that they can see comments. People look at social media where people have actually commented. The more comments, the more reactions, the more viewership, okay? The more engagement. So again, you must look for content that can actually help you engage. Maybe in local language, maybe in written in your local language for people to understand. The more engagement, the more people want to learn or see what is it that you are sharing. And this is how we actually start connecting and you start building your contact list. I'll get a friend from South Africa, I'll get a friend from Namibia, I'll get a friend from the US, I'll get a friend from London, I'll get a friend from India, from Italy. And they all want to engage and they want to find out this product, how is it? It's from a company called My Daily. Do you have a My Daily Choice in Italy? How can I connect? Oh, Dale, can you help us at least connect and see how this product can get to? In Europe, DHL is very good in doing what we need to do. Yes, we have an office. This is a kind of conversation, and you start building that network because these people add onto your already existing network. So it's very, very important on that science of trying to connect people together. And I think that is what we have been trying, and especially with this kind of events and this kind of build-up meetings that we usually have every Monday. Mondays with Dale, the Wednesday connecting meetings, the Thursday calls. We try to see if we can actually be able to connect with the public or with the audience or everybody. I'll give you again an overview of exactly why social media has taken center stage, and especially in Africa. We have made payment extremely very, very easy. Okay, I think it's even easier than in the US. You have something called M-Pesa. Okay, we can look at the numbers that we're looking at. We are looking at Kenya. Total number of internet users on any device is 22.8 million. Okay, and this is as far back as 2020. Okay, internet users percentage of total population 43%. Annual growth of the number of internet users at 16%, meaning that you have got 3.2 million people joining in. So I asked myself, where is my opportunity? Where is my hustle? It must be online. I must take my FFX online. I must start connecting with people to learn about this product. It will take a bit long, but it will get somewhere. And I'll connect. What is now thereafter is, how do you get supported? How do you get your products to the person that you have connected with? Very, very important. Again, we compare the countries. Kenya, we are at 84%. Nigeria was at 60%. Connectivity to payment, and this is online payment. South Africa is at 21%, 19%, Egypt and Morocco, 9%. These are figures from 2021. So narrative may have changed, I'm sure for the better, and it is actually giving value to show people how some of these platforms that we are getting to use. And that's what MDC is trying to push and say, look, we can't be left doing, we can do physical meetings, but at the same time, what's our engagement on social media? I've asked each one of you, as we speak, how many friends do you have on Facebook if you're on Facebook? Type for me in the chat room and tell me how many friends you think or you know you have. How many of them are using FFX? Or how many of them know about FFX to its entirety? So it's very, very important. The other bit is that we have an app where you can actually be able to go down, download it, and help people to do what they need to do. So this is the onboarding process. You must know it as an affiliate. If you have come on board, this should be at the back of your hand, okay? How to bring in people, how to take a single product to this one person who you are sure that they will like what you're presenting to them. And from there, because they know you, they'll use that trust to be able to onboard, okay? And they can actually share the same with their friends. You have started a network. So very, very important. We have our line of products right across. My Daily Choice is a house of brands. So again, we are not tied. For Africa, we are tied to the products that we have. But again, globally, we are big, okay? We have a very large untapped market. Our business model as My Daily Choice is one of the best, okay? We have healthy unit economics, again, profitability, what you actually get, the experience that you get, the kind of value that Josh is actually trying to share out with everybody is huge. I have never met a company that does what it does and does to the level that it does. So again, it just shows you the value or the build that is around MDC. So I want to share with you, and as we move along, type in your questions. Maybe I'll answer something right at the end, and then we look at what numbers or figures that you actually came across. So you must learn also where to make the money. We have been going through some challenges. I will not name anybody, but you hear somebody, I forgot to do this, I didn't get my payment, I didn't do this. Do you actually know where you are making that payment in MDC? It's like going to the bank. You must know which teller you want to go to. So it must be something that you have value, you understand. If you don't understand, then you simply stand there and you're very confused, and it will not help you, and you'll complain. It doesn't help. You must know where your money is coming from. So you must understand My Daily Choice revenue system. You must understand the compensation, what Sue taught last week. You must understand when it's paid out, how it's paid out, retail sales bonuses, okay? The connections, everything that you need to know. And these are the tools that you have actually been given by the company to be able to do. I've shown you the app. It is on right there. If you download it, you'll actually get a very summarized system where you have your back office. You can see who is leading. You can see, you can connect your Gmail contact list with the platform to be able to actually share as much as you can. You'll get notifications of what is happening in MDC. So how much are we using some of these items? How much are we actually getting out of this? Okay, as I've said, there are several things that you actually get to understand, and these are the benefits of what we're actually giving and getting from this site. We have the best, not, I think, the best platform when it comes to network marketing internationally. I have worked for several companies, and I can tell you for a fact, what Josh has given you is mind-blowing. And this is why I simply said, we must connect with the people who can take us to the next level. Very, very important. Everything is good. From the registration is very easy. Lucrative loyalty discount offering, improved global bonus fund, incentives, the social media, the advertising, the pictures that you're given to actually do what you need to do. So how much of it are we using? Must use it, okay? You also have to understand what are your rights. What can you sell? You cannot deceive. You cannot give people the wrong information. You must go for trainings. You must attend events. You must understand how to market online, offline, okay? Physical meetings, how to attend them, how to engage, how to prospect, how to bring guys on board. Discounts, loyalties, where do we get? We had a November Black Friday sale. Fantastic. I think guys here were on a different level, okay? They had never seen something like that. So, do we want to continue? Yes, we do. But you must have at least one basic tool. You must learn how to pitch. Okay, you must have that one product that you are very good at. And that means that you sit down, you learn, you know FFX to the teeth. Okay, you must understand, you must take it to the market. We use something we call a lean startup. Okay, we use something called MVP, minimum viable product. Okay, you only have one product, but you must take it to the market, listen to what people are saying, measure, is it right? Are they getting it right? Is it that I'm getting the information wrong? You learn something new from Dale, ask him about what has happened. I like what Matthias has been doing with Dale within the last few weeks, few months. And as you move along, you actually start satisfying the market because you're actually giving them what they want to hear. People go to the internet to look for solutions. That's what I believe, and that's what I know. So if you meet them there with a solution that can help them cure their high inflation on fuel consumption, then you're a star. And if you're a star, then it means that you become a friend. So a trust is built. If a trust is built, then it means that he can take you to his next friend or friends or group of friends. So this is how it should be. This is how it should be. This is how it should grow. This is how it should be. That's where we need that connectivity, that minimum viable audience. We must have that. You grow, you must connect. The minute you connect, how do you connect? What do you post? When do you post? How do you post? What do you post? Okay, very important. They are very basic questions, but at the same time, sometimes very difficult if you don't know what you're doing. If you have a plan, well and good. If you lack a plan, call me, call Dale, call anybody who is a leader, give you that plan, and we shall do what we need to do for this market. Okay? I will not go too much into detail because I think my time is a bit short. It's exactly 40 minutes into time. I'll allow Daniel to come on board and give us the second part of our training for today. Otherwise, if you love my training, if you think that it was of value, give me a 1. And let's see if we can get the numbers as we speak right at the end of what we have said. I need your numbers for Facebook only. I don't need anything else. Then we'll do the math right at the end. Daniel, are you ready?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I
hope I've not created too much heat.
Even for me, it's very easy because basically I'm going to resonate the same words that you have just told us. Thank you so much for the wisdom. Actually, we learn a lot from you, Leader Steve. You're impressive. That was wonderful. Exactly. And the remaining thing, the only thing I can add to that, because basically I don't want to either repeat or add more content to spoil what the good things that you have been told. It's just there is the element of the implementation part. We must implement. As for me, if you ask me, I'm not proud of these figures that the people that we invite on monthly basis. Please, leaders, it's my belief that we need to change. Let's take 2024 with seriousness, for real. Making an invitation of less than 100 people combined in every Thursday Zoom meetings, it is not supposed to be acceptable, okay? Let's make it deliberate that in every Zoom training, at least as a leader, remember, we are the flag bearers here. Remember, we are the pioneers, okay, of this wonderful opportunity. Remember something else, that we have the most wonderful support system. We have the best American leaders that any company can have, the best support team, okay? I really applaud Steve for working so hard to make sure that for us in Kenya, we are getting paid on time. That's wonderful, for real. I mean, we have no excuses. And I'm sure the same thing will happen in our neighboring countries and the rest of the countries. So we don't have excuses, okay? We start by, we have just been taught here about digital marketing. If you're good in digital marketing, blow it up, okay? If you're good in the physical marketing, blow it up. At least make sure you have talked to 10 new people every single day. Make it a deliberate action. Talk to 10 new people, 10, at least 10. 10, I don't think it takes you more than 2 or 3 hours to talk to 10 people, okay? If you can't present the business, just make a point of knowing how to invite them for the Zoom trainings. You still have people who want, remember, you have the best product in the world, that it's addressing an existing crisis that we have in the world right now, okay? So in every person that you talk to, I'm very much sure, if they're the right people that you're targeting, yeah, they'll find it a solution to the problem that they have, and they'll want to listen to you, okay? If you can't pitch, invite them to the Zoom meeting. We have leaders who can take great care of them for you, okay? Where are we failing? How comes we are going around the same numbers each and every Thursday? I mean, it's a hard question we need to be asking ourselves, because basically, when it comes to growth is never easy, okay? It's never easy at all. But what I can tell you is, what can assure you, if you agree to go through the pain, through the grinding, through the rejection in the society, and keep on persisting, the day that you start earning $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 each and every month, those are the days that joy will come back. Right now, we have our own leader, James Wagi, who's topping the list. That wonderful leader of ours is earning more than $1 million each and every month. It was not easy for her, okay? She persisted through the hardship. She got so many rejections. The moment you get a no, please don't retreat, okay? Don't be disappointed. Don't be demoralized. No, move on. Fight harder. It's supposed to be an excuse for you to keep on persisting, okay? Because the right people are there, all right? All right. And the moment we become persistent, we become consistent, and we love, more importantly, we must love this business. Okay. It's a golden business. It's a golden opportunity we have in our hands. Let's not take it for granted. This is the time to sacrifice, all of us. Let's make that deliberate action of it's 2024. It's a year of tightening our belts. Okay. Do it like you've never done it before. Do it like a madman. Okay. Talk to at least 10 new people each and every day, even if it means working 25 days every month, okay? That's enough, because basically 10 times 25, that's 250 people, okay? You can't tell me that you'll be in the position that you are when you did talk to them. True or not true? Because basically we as leaders, you will have to swallow the bitter pill, okay? Let's not sugarcoat things. Let's keep on talking the truth as it is, yeah? these numbers are not acceptable. These numbers are not pleasing. We must make sure as leaders, let's come to a method whereby we'll be making sure that each and every Thursday meeting, we have a quorum of more than 100 people, more. Okay? Because basically we have the best support team. All right? We don't
Including
have
this
any
one.
reasons. In Kenya, we are being paid. I mean, I believe that the rest of the countries, because basically you are the trailblazers, it'll come to the same thing too. Okay, we have the best product in the market. All right. So for me, that was my biggest concern, because basically we continue being taught each and every day. We'll continue being taught good things each and every day, but now it's up to us to get our hands to the plow and make sure we work hard, very hard, to make this project a success. And eventually we have all in us to benefit and celebrate. Okay. So basically for me, that was one, most of the things that I wanted to mention. Secondly, I'm sure we have leaders and ministers who don't know how to target the right prospects, because basically I was also a victim, I understand. However much you love the business, the moment you get rejection from the people who surround you, or the people that you approach, definitely there's that element of you that tells you to give up, or maybe a sex sound that tells you, no, this is not the right business to be doing, because basically I'm getting so much rejection. So basically you must have the right attitude. Okay, you must have the courage to persevere. And for today, I wanted just a little bit to share some of how to target the right prospects. That's something that I wanted to talk about briefly. I don't want to neutralize what Stephen has shared to us. So basically, I just wanted to highlight on that, and I'll really, really cordially ask you, kindly request you I wanted to share the screen. So basically, at least we can be reading from the same page. Yeah. So allow me to share the screen. And these are the points that I wanted us to share. Okay. Please, when you're prospecting, because basically, let's not be lied to by anyone. I've heard people say that in this business, okay, you don't have to sell. No, let's tell the truth as it is, right? You must sell. Okay, in every successful people that we have in the market today, is because they mastered the skills of selling. Okay, so and how else can you maintain your account to be active on monthly basis if you're not selling? So one, you have to master the skill of selling. That's what I normally tell my people. You must know how to sell. So by selling, just like we've been told by our leader Stephen, that one, you must very deeply and comprehensively understand the product. Which product are you dealing with? Understand it in deep, so that when you're doing your sales, at least when people come up with technical questions, you don't start biting your tongue. Okay, that's one. Secondly, I tell my people it's always good to learn how to recruit. Okay, recruit new people that you have sold to the product, and people that have appreciated our product, also know how to bring them into the system. All right, you must know how to recruit. The third thing, you must be a team leader. Okay, that's how you'll benefit, because basically I believe there is a very, very lucrative bonus in this business of ours called binary bonus. That bonus is lucrative, and if you're not a team leader, if you don't know how to duplicate yourself, for real, it will be very hard for you to earn that bonus. Okay, so those are the three things I normally train my people to become experts in. So the question is how to target the right prospects. How do you know the right prospects? One, you must have the ability. They must have the ability to buy. Okay, don't go to people like now. For instance, I can give you an example with myself. Yeah, there's a place I went to. It's called Wakulima Market. Okay, the moment they saw the way I'm cladded and safe, they like, okay, I pulled a good we were two of us. We pulled a very good cloud, and then we started explaining the product. But now, more often, we used to receive, because basically, you know, those people who have, like, they have nothing to do, they know how to shout. Majority of the people are shouting, how much is the product? How much is the product? You could hear from afar. They don't want to hear about the explanation. How much? The moment you talk about the price, because in Kenya we are retailing it at 1,000 shillings, they're like, that's too expensive. Aye, that's too expensive. Such people can be very heartbreaking and very demoralizing. Okay, so target the people who have the ability to buy. Okay, go to car owners, people who are like, if they like the product, they'll definitely make the quick decision of doing what? Of buying. Don't go to idlers who are neither interested in the business or neither interested in the product. Okay, they'll waste your time and maybe they can end up demoralizing you. So one, have the ability to identify people who have the ability to buy. Two, people who have the authority to buy. It's also good to talk to people who have the authority to buy. I remember there's a time that I was talking to one wonderful lady. Okay, I presented the business to her. She was so keen. She listened. But now, after telling her about the wonderful product that we have, she told me that she has to consult with her husband. Okay, go home and consult with the husband and get the authority to come and purchase. Now you see, the husband is not in the scene. The lady is the scene. When she's taking secondhand information, definitely she won't put it as it is. So basically, I remember telling her the only thing that you can do, you don't have necessarily to do the consulting yourself. No, okay, let's come up with a day. Then both of you, you'll be present. I can explain the product to both of you. Okay, when your husband is there, he listens and he'll make the decision to buy. So that's what I did. And I remember the husband bought, and right now he's a member. Okay, so also have the ability to learn to know how those people, to identify the people who have the authority to buy. Okay, the third, have the right prospect. Okay, the right prospect must have the need. It's always good to target the people that are needy. People that definitely they have cars, people that are fueling their cars. Remember, we are also going to this industry called the taxi industry. I'm talking to some people. Yes, they are very, very, very interested in the product. But remember, that's an employee. Okay, the boss is the one, the wonderful product who can give out the final decision that this product needs to be bought. Okay, so target the people who have the right, those are the right prospects that have seen the need and they can be propelled to buy. Number 4, know how to identify the right prospect. The right prospect is always in a hurry to make decision. Exactly. Yes. Number 4, go to people who are in a hurry to make decisions. Okay. You can end up talking to someone, then when he likes the product, tells you that I think I'll be in a position of buying it maybe next month, or in the 2 months, come back to me and tell me about the product again. Those are not the right people. Okay. The right people are the prospects who, the moment they happen to hear about the products, they're like, they know the viability of the product. Maybe they can have some few minutes to do the due diligence, find out where the product comes from, find out the reaction of people from maybe the social networks, and make a decision, quickly make a decision. All right? Those are the right people. Last but not least, the right prospect must be willing to listen. Okay? The right prospect must be willing to listen. The moment you tell him about the product, how it does, and you give the highlights of the product and the benefit of the product to him, he's willing to push aside those things that he's been doing and give you his full attention. I remember working in an office in KICC, I remember. Yeah, and then I met this gentleman that actually connected to him. Okay, he was told about our product and he gave me some airtime. Now, the bad thing is, when I was explaining myself in KICC to that wonderful gentleman, he's a CEO, he was very busy reading his emails and doing his stuff. The only thing I could hear from him was just, So I was like, hey, he's not the right person to talk to. Because basically, it pains you actually as you keep on explaining the product to someone who's not even listening. Okay, and the most funny thing, the moment I happened to tell him that I think I can see right now you're very busy. Let's find another time that you can be free and I come and explain this product to you. He was very, very, very quick and very hurriedly to dismiss me and let me go. You see, those are not the right prospects to talk to. Okay, always identify those people that they are there, they have their time to listen to you, okay, and they'll make quick decision. So with that, I'm very hopefully we have learned something, right? Let's implement. My key thing is at least make a point of talking to 10 new people each and every day. Okay, I'm very much sure you'll get good results from that. So with that, without further ado, thank you so much for the platform, Mr. Steve. And
Yes.
thank you so much, gentlemen and gentle ladies.
Give Daniel a 1, a 0 if you think he has failed. If he has done fantastic, give him a 1. Ladies and gentlemen. Otherwise, I love the energy. I love everything. I feel that you're doing quite well. As Daniel has said and emphasized, we need to increase on the numbers. Numbers are everything. Numbers don't lie. If we come the same number every time, it means that we are not going where we need to go. I would also like to welcome Mr. Musa. He's joined us a bit late. He's all the way from DRC Congo. Much appreciated. And it's coming to a full house, if you'd ask me. And all we need to do is just take the steps that we have said. I'll also go back to what you had commented. If I'll allow Sue just to help us wind up. Today she's been our host. You can read for us the numbers. Your Facebook numbers. George Ruara has got 900 friends. Out of 900, take 1%. Those are how many? At least nine of your friends will actually be buying. Sue, you have over 2,000 friends. 1%, you're looking at 20. Is it 20? Yeah, 20. Those would be die-hard fans who would want to take you. Raymond has over 2,000 friends. Again, you have 20 friends who can't leave you in the in the dark. These are guys who will always stand with you. So what does this mean? It means that we must stretch out. We must understand the science of what we're doing. We must understand the science of that networking. We are there to give solutions. When we go to where we go and give solutions. And that's why we are who we are. Madam Sue, if you'll allow us to ask you to wind up our meeting for today. Sue? You can unmute. Okay. Not a problem. Maybe I'll just get a few. We have exactly 3 minutes. I can ask Madam Jody to open up the mic so that we maybe get just a bit of feedback as we close. Jody?
Sure, let me figure out how to do that. I'm still very new to all of this.
What do you
So
need?
obviously, if anybody wants to chime in, you can definitely feel free to unmute yourself. I know there's a button to mute everybody. Ask all to unmute. There we go.
Okay, fantastic. A few comments as we wind up. We have exactly 2 minutes. I will start off with Raymond, sir.
What was that, brother? Did you?
I said I'll give you the first opportunity to actually give us some feedback on the training for today, Raymond.
Yes, sir. I think y'all done a great job. The information that you presented was perfectly on key, and I have a question too, and maybe someone could drop in the chat a link to the product catalog you were speaking of. Is that in our back office?
I will share it currently. Jody, is it possible to pull it from wherever it is?
The product catalog?
It's a presentation.
You can provide a link to it later. It'd be fine.
Okay, I'll look for that, Raymond, and I'll get that in out as soon as I can.
All right, thank you.
Okay, any other comments? Warwick? Thokozani?
Yes, thank you. Unfortunately, my connection wasn't perfect. I will only rely on a recorded call. But thanks for the training, guys. We have a electricity problem in my township, so my connection was very, very poor. I was in and out. I couldn't catch up like the whole presentation.
Okay, fantastic. But I'll see if we can actually get this presentation to everybody for today's training.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, Warwick?
Just thank you for fantastic training.
Yes, sir.
Even if in South Africa we're struggling with electricity at the moment, again,
elections around the corner, don't worry.
Yeah, well, things are not getting better, they're getting worse.
Okay, okay. Gentlemen, much appreciated from down south. Matthias, George.
I think you've done an
Thanks
awesome
so
job
much.
tonight.
Let's start with the
Matthias, go on.
senior.
Go,
Let's
go
start with
ahead,
the
George.
senior.
Go ahead.
Let's start with the senior
Okay.
man.
Wow, I think you've done an awesome job tonight, Steve. I've known you to have very, very powerful attributes. I didn't know that this was one of them. You've done an excellent job tonight. Really excited. I can't wait to come and meet you in person so I can learn some of these things, face to face. Otherwise, thank you so much. You've done a tremendously good job together with Dan. I believe the people on this call tonight will never be the same again. Thanks, and over to you.
Thank you. Matthias.
Yeah, thanks, Steve and Dan for the great information that you've shared. I think the key is to implement, like Dan said, to implement, whatever has been shared. It's no use just getting the information and sitting with it. If you don't act on it, then it doesn't add any value to you. So I'm just challenging everybody. Find at least one thing from what Steve has said, one thing from what Daniel has said, and implement that one thing. Definitely, it will bring in the results, the desired results. Thanks, guys.
Otherwise, I would want to pull the curtains on this one. I want to say thank you to everyone who has actually attended. Omatade, Mr. Musa, all the way from DRC Congo, Mombasa, MSA, Asu, Cecilia, Warwick, Daniel, my co-host presenter, Jody, who has done a fantastic job. I think she needs to get a 1 for the kind of work that she has done. She's impersonated Dale. We are very happy with it, and she's done a good job of making sure that we're on time on our platform. George, Matthias, Anthony, from myself, I want to say adios and thank you very much. Have a good evening and good morning, everyone. Thank you.